Today we're looking at how the curtain rose on one of Zaha Hadid's final acts, as detailed in a New York Times Critic's Notebook piece by Joseph Giovannini, reporting from Rabat, Morocco. Giovannini, who is also working on a biography of the Iraqi-British architect, describes the Royal Theatre of Rabat as an architectural performance in its own right, with devilishly difficult curves that seem to emerge like a wave from the banks of the Bou Redrej River. The design swells and crests over recital halls before dropping down to an entrance that opens into lobbies that evoke canyons, while crisscrossing, ribbon-like stairways climb four-story cliffs and opera boxes overlook an auditorium that resembles a geode. He notes that the scenography extends beyond the stage, making the whole building a part of the theatrical experience. Hadid completed the theatre toward the end of her career, before her death in 2016, and envisioned it as a climax structure in a body of work whose technological sophistication allowed a high-tech building to look like an ocean sculpted by Brancusi. In the last decade of her practice she pursued what she called ultimate movement and fluidity, a goal made possible by digital technology that liberated her and her longtime collaborator Patrick Schumacher from the rigid geometry of traditional steel and glass machines. The project's origins go back to 2010, when King Mohammed VI of Morocco personally invited Hadid at her London office to design a theatre for the capital. The king had been disappointed that her bold competition concept for a theatre in Casablanca had lost to the French architect Christian de Port-Samparc, and he wanted her to bring that original vision to Rabat. Hadid persuaded the monarch to start fresh with a building tailored to the new site, a river valley between Rabat and its twin city, Sale, rather than simply reuse the Casablanca proposal. For Hadid, the invitation carried a bittersweet echo. 20 years earlier, in Wales, she had experienced a similar royal snub. At age 45 she had entered a competition for the Cardiff Opera House, won, lost, won again, and then lost once more in a tumultuous series that made front-page news. The crystalline, angular design was criticized as fashionably deconstructivist, and the episode raised questions about style and prejudice. Giovannini notes that the rejection may have been a canary in the coal mine foreshadowing Brexit, reflecting a national inclination toward heritage that resisted an Iraqi-born female immigrant introducing a cosmopolitan design to a provincial city. Hadid took the defeat personally, citing resistance and prejudice, and recalled that her phone stopped ringing and she even considered leaving the United Kingdom. The Rabat Theatre can be read as a response to that trauma. As D.N. Sujic, former director of London's Design Museum, observes, the Cardiff Bay story was one of the great traumas of her career, and one could see this semi-posthumous building in Rabat as a kind of triumphal justification. In Rabat, Zaha Hadid finally got the royal welcome she had been denied decades earlier, and the theatre stands as a testament to her relentless pursuit of fluid form and technological daring. That's the story of how the curtain rose on one of Zaha Hadid's final acts. Thanks for listening, and be sure to check out the full article for more detail.